None of that. They're just waiting on the toxicology to do the death certificate for the cause of death.
Okay,
That's all they're
so
waiting for. But people get
so
really upset.
I'm under the understanding that you spoke or speak to a half sibling of Aaron Carter's. Is that true or false?
That's true.
Okay. And I'm assuming the half sibling is from his dad's side. Yeah, because the mom doesn't, I don't think she had kids after.
No, she didn't have kids after.
Okay. So, how did you come in contact with these half siblings?
We've been friends for a while.
But, like, how did that happen?
I gotta think how to say it where I'm not saying anything. That's really difficult.
How long have you been talking to them?
Over 2 years.
Over what? Few years?
Over two
2 years.
years. Over two
Okay.
years, yeah.
So,
Yeah, I'm the step aunt. You're right. I'm Auntie Carter. That's right. That was a
sarcasm.
joke. I don't know why anybody really believes that I'm his aunt. I'm not his aunt.
No. Okay, so can you vaguely say like how I mean, who reached out to who first? Are you thinking or you don't want to answer?
I don't want to answer that.
Okay. All right. Have you ever met the half sibling in real life, or is it just like a online type of?
Online.
Okay. Um, did you ever talk to Aaron directly, whether it be
Yes.
on one of his
Yes.
official?
I spoke to him online. I spoke to him online. I
What
told him to go to rehab. I
what
told him he was going to
social
die.
what social media platform did you talk to him on?
Instagram.
Instagram, and it was his official Instagram.
Yes.
Okay. So when did you reach out to him?
A year ago.
Okay.
He started
Is
losing a
there
lot of weight.
Okay, so this is when he was losing weight.
He was losing a lot of weight.
Was this around before or after the baby was born?
Oh, it was after the baby was born.
Okay. And did he respond
It
to
was
you?
before. It was before he. I think it was right before he dropped the baby.
Oh, geez.
Whenever that was. What I don't remember what I don't remember when that was.
Yeah. Um, did he respond to your message?
Yes, he told me that he was sober.
Oh, that's all he said.
He told me that he was sober. He thanked me, and then our last conversation was November 1st when I said you're going to die. He told me again he was sober. Told me he had two slip ups. I explained to him that if you slip up, you're not sober. 5 years. It starts over from the next day. That's why people binge. Because they're like, I screwed up already. And he gave me an argument saying, no, it's 5 years.
Do you know what he slipped up on?
I mean, we saw him slip up, right?
But I thought this was a year ago when
I
he
don't know what he slipped. I don't know what he
Oh,
slipped up
okay.
on. He's been saying for a while he slipped up. He's been saying 5 years for 3 years.
Yeah. I wonder what it was. I mean, I,
I
I
mean, I know he did cocaine on tour
how do you know that?
because Morgan said he did cocaine on tour.
Did he say that on a live stream or to you
No,
personally?
he said that to me. He
When did
said
you
that
when and why did you talk to him?
he said he put something up about how sad he was, and I said I'm sorry for your loss because I think he really cared about him
Yeah.
until he went down Scotian's rabbit hole that he's down now, and he said that he wishes that they had made amends before he died because they didn't, and that he was fired because he wouldn't bring him cocaine.
Oh wow. Okay.
That's
So
how he got Lou back. Lou
that would
brought him
lead me to
cocaine.
believe that would lead me to believe that Morgan potentially brought him coke before.
I don't know. That I don't know. I know that he had asked for it. Morgan said no. He fired Morgan and Lou brought it. That
Lake
was
Street
what
Louie,
Morgan said. Yeah.
whose actual
That's
name is Taylor.
Taylor Helgelson or whatever it is.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. That's what Morgan said. So I'm just going by what Morgan said.
Wow. And you have the receipts for this?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Um,
Yes.
so
But he
was
said it
that
on live too. I mean, he said it on live. He didn't hide it. He said that on a live also.
oh, I missed that one, but
Oh, you know,
yeah,
he said it. He put it out there. He went off one night and he put it out there.
okay.
He was pissed. He went off. It's out there.
All right.
Somebody
So,
clipped it. I'm sure it's on YouTube.
yeah.
Everything's on YouTube.
They went live so late at night for East Coast people. Like it was like 5 in the morning once when I woke up and they were on. So I never caught all of them.
No, this one was not that late because I would have been sleeping at 5 a.m. I'm in New
Oh,
York. I would have been sleeping.
yeah. Okay.
I got shit to do. I can't be up at 5 a.m.
So was that the last time you talked to Aaron, or when did I already ask that? Was the time you asked
The
about his?
last time I spoke to him was November 1st when I messaged him, "You're going to die." And I
Okay.
tried to convince him to go to rehab. I said I would find him a rehab out of California. And I would have. I would have found one. He
So
didn't want to go. He
you
said he was sober.
Oh, okay, so you spoke to Oh, I'm sorry. I got it confused. I thought you were taught
My last conversation with him was November 1st.
yes, of this year. So literally like a month and a half ago.
Literally
4
4
days.
days before we found out he died.
Got it. Okay. So you're saying he didn't well, I guess he did screw up, so it must have been the duster he was talking about, but he
That's
still
why I got so angry when people said that Melanie was when he was reading his text messages from Melanie on that TikTok where he said that she said you're going to die. I'm like,
Oh
I
my.
said the same thing. Yeah, I said the same thing the day before.
Yep.
Who knows how many other messages he got like that?
And people took it literal, like, you're gonna die. No, she was saying, you need to stop. You're going to die. Like, oh my
Well,
God.
they took it literal because he told people that.
Yes, but I'm sorry, you had to have known. Like, why would Melanie say that? Like, why would you say,
Listen,
you're gonna die?
I know she wasn't really going to do anything to him. I
Of
know it
course
was
not.
bullshit.
She's not smart enough to commit a murder. Let's be real,
She,
people.
she, she, she absolutely tried to save him. I 100% believe that.
Yep.
100% believe that.
Yep.
But he made sure to send out messages to people saying that she was trying to hurt him. And
Yeah.
I think that was intentionally deceptive. I do. I think he knew that something could possibly happen, and this way, if something happened, she would be blamed for it. I think it was intentional. I think it was manipulative.
Yeah, he was definitely manipulative. I just you do you think he see I think he didn't think he was like gonna die from a drug overdose. I feel like he thought he was invincible. So you think do you
I
what
think
are your
every
thoughts?
drug addict thinks that they're invincible, but I think every drug addict has it in the back of their head that it can happen. And just in case, it was
Yeah.
out there.
He was always
That's
trying to make Melanie the bad guy to deflect on his own bad
always,
behavior. Yeah.
always. Somebody said recently that if you look back, they always broke up about the 28th of every month and then got back together about the second week of the next month, which
Yeah.
is when all the people that donated got their disability checks.
Oh Lord.
So I started going back looking, and they were right. If you go back and you look at old clips, that's when they broke up at the end of every month.
Hmm.
Uh,
Wow.
It's manipulative. That's
But
exactly
like
what it is. It's manipulative.
so these people with the disability checks, they'd have to be like, "Oh, I got my disability check. Let me give some money to Aaron." Like, what would make them do it like during that time versus like a couple weeks later or something? You know what I mean?
But because I'm on disability, so you get a fixed income.
Yes.
It doesn't last the whole month. It's a very limited amount,
Yeah.
right? So you
Yes.
have rent, you have food, you have whatever bills you have to pay, and then you have that little bit left over for yourself. So if you could give $20 and you have 100 people give $120,
Yeah, but why would they
that's your
do
cell
it?
phone bill
Why would they do it all at the same time? It just doesn't
because
make
they all
sense
got
to me.
their check at the same time.
Yeah, but like, why wouldn't you just be like, I don't know. I guess I
Because
see what,
because if you don't have the money, how do you give it when you don't have it?
I don't know. Like, wouldn't they have like a
Like
little left?
if you ask me money if you ask me for money at the end of the month, I don't have it to give it to you.
Oh, so you're saying he like asked because like he,
He asked for donations when knowing when they got their disability checks. Yeah, he did. Go back and look. I went back and looked after I was told that. And yeah, most of the time when they had their big public breakups, it was at the end of the month. And then they always got that back together by the middle of the next month.
okay. So
That I never realized that. Somebody told me that and I went back and looked and that I found interesting.
yeah, I had heard that rumor. I just wasn't sure. And at the end of the day, like, I don't know,
I mean, he
as
didn't make anybody give him the money,
exactly, but yeah, like I get
but
that
it's
it's like,
but it's taking advantage of people that probably don't even know that they're being taken advantage of.
yeah, yeah, I agree. So you're when do you think Aaron died? Do you think he died on the 5th or
Oh no, he died on the 4th.
the 4th? So that was
He had to
Friday.
die on the 4th. He had to die on the 4th. There wouldn't have been a smell of decomp otherwise.
Yeah. So the 4th, like, because
He
the
he
timeline,
died on the 4th. The timeline is that the Miss B said that he was having a snack and
what's her
probably
name?
by the
Misty? Oh,
Miss B, Mrs. B,
oh, Miss B.
Mrs. B.
Yes, Miss B. So, okay.
Yes. Miss B was having said that he was having a snack. I guess it was somewhere around 11 o'clock, but who knows if she actually saw him at that time. I think he
PM.
had to be dead by 11 o'clock. Yeah, 11 o'clock at night on the 4th. I think he already had to be dead.
Because the last time he
Just
went
for the
live,
science of it.
the last time he went live was at on Friday at like 2 in the morning, I think. And then he posted a story around like 2 or 3 in the morning of that girl at Walmart. But that doesn't mean he was at the Walmart at that time because that Walmart, I looked it up, it closes at like 11 p.m. So he had to have
Right,
gone
but that
right
would have
after.
been Thursday night, Friday morning, and
Yes,
he didn't die till Friday night.
yes, yeah, yeah. But apparently, Czech had texted him. Um,
Oh well, Czech swears that he's the last person that texted him. He said so.
yeah, and then Scotiad was saying that someone had texted him about drugs, and Aaron declined
He
them.
he bought 3 bottles of lean, owed the guy money.
Is that true?
Yeah, that's what the message said. He owed him money for 3 bottles of lean, and he was gonna buy a gun
Safety lock.
without a serial number.
Oh wow. So how do you know this?
That was told to me by somebody else.
Okay. So is that person a reliable source?
Yes.
Is it a friend of Aaron's or a family member of Aaron's?
No.
Okay. Um, so how would that be reliable source?
Because she's friends
With
with Mel and Mel's friends.
okay. So he had bought 3 bottles of lean from someone. Do you know who that person is?
No, I don't know his name.
Is he someone in the area? Do you know? Do you know anything about him?
No.
Okay.
No.
Yeah, codeine is super dangerous. I had a friend who passed away at 20 years old from codeine and he from purple drink and he didn't have any health issues besides a minor heart defect when he was a child, but he just didn't wake up one day after doing that.
Because
So,
codeine stops your breathing if you
yeah.
take too much of it. Any pain
So
medication does. It's a respiratory depressant.
Yeah. Do you think that had anything to do with Aaron's, like, why
I
he?
think I think all the dusters had everything to do with it.
You don't think codeine had anything to do with it?
No,
Okay.
I think it's going to be all the dusters and fentanyl.
You think fentanyl had something in? How
Yeah.
would you think he was
Well,
doing that, or it was just mixed with something?
he got Xanax off the street. Xanax is cut with fentanyl on the street. That's
Okay.
why the states now are giving you out fentanyl testing kits so that you don't buy stuff on the street without testing it. Testing the heroin, testing cocaine. They're not
So
going to stop people from doing drugs, but you can test for it before you do it
yeah, yeah.
because too many people are overdosing from fentanyl.
That's crazy. Like, how do these people even make the product when it's so dangerous? Like, wouldn't they just like OD with just like a little touch of it? Like, how are they making it? It's crazy.
Do you want me to answer that?
For sure.
Okay. They wear the gas masks
Oh,
so they
okay.
don't breathe it in when they cut it, and they wear gloves.
That's crazy. Wow. That just seems so
I
dangerous.
mean, ironically, in the movies when they show them wearing like hardly anything in the gloves and the gas mask, that's usually how they do it.
Okay.
That's that's usually how they do it.
Okay. So you told us what you thought on Melanie and kind of her kind of stance. She was trying to help him, but
Yeah, Ma. I'm sorry, I have to open up something for my mother. Give me a
oh,
second.
it's okay. Take your time.
I open this. This is going to spill everywhere because you don't want to pull this open.
I have a spoon. I could put that inside.
Yeah, this is open though.
Okay. So
Don't drop. Don't.
I pour this in here.
Yes, you pour it in there and you mix it up. You're welcome, Ma. Sorry. I bought a Hershey's dessert. She wants to mix it up together and eat it,
Hell yeah.
but she
Oh,
can't open it with her hands. Her
okay.
fingers are all bent.
Oh, sorry.
Arthritis. That's what happens when you get old.
Sucks, man. So you were saying that you think Melanie was actually there for him and trying to help him. Do you have any negative
Well,
thoughts on
Mel
Melanie?
tried. Mel tried to get him arrested on
Yes.
that Tuesday.
Yeah, she
Had he
called the
been?
cops because he was huffing dirt in the RV and they pulled him
Yep.
over but didn't arrest him.
Right, because they didn't test him. They didn't check the RV. He
Yeah.
locked the keys in. He locked the keys in, so they couldn't check the RV.
Yep.
Once he passed the DUI checkpoint, there's no reason to check the RV. There's no probable cause. He knew what he was doing.
And that high seems pretty fleeting too.
It is very fast. It's like doing whippets. Did you ever do whippets?
Hell no. I don't,
Um,
I'm not into
I
those
don't.
inhalant stuff. Like, I don't
I don't
know.
know. I did whippets when I was a teenager. I don't know. I don't know. It was a thing in the 80s. Apparently,
Sorry.
it's popular again. I don't
No,
know.
I knew people that did it. I just like, I don't know. That seems like a lot of things to get. And I'm just like, you know what? Okay, I'm not Melody. Someone just says, why does Violet sound like Melody? No. That'd be funny though.
Oh
I
my God, you do not sound like Melanie at all.
right? Like,
Not even a little bit.
I mean, I
She
can
sounds
image.
more Valley. She sounds
Yeah,
like a Valley girl.
yeah. Anyways.
Watch the movie Valley Girl from the 80s. She sounds like that.
Oh God.
I love that movie.
Okay,
Nicolas
so
Cage is in it.
oh, classic dude.
He was the bad boy.
Yeah. Oh, you know what's a good movie? The Peggy, the Peggy movie with Nicolas Cage. You know what I'm talking about?
Peggy Sue got married.
Peggy Sue got married. Oh my God, what a freaking classic. Yeah, I'm not moaning. Okay, so back to my questions.
Had he gotten arrested on Tuesday,
He'd
he
be
would have
alive.
lived. He'd be alive. He'd probably be alive a lot longer because they would have forced him into a drug rehab. He would have gone into
Exactly.
drug court
He would have at
because
least
no,
got it.
they don't keep drug addicts in jail. They
No,
just
I'm
don't do
saying
that.
he would have gotten a DUI, which means he would have been able to drive, and he would have had a big ass fee. It's like 10 grand when you get a DUI with all those fees.
Really?
Yeah, it's expensive. I mean, I've never gotten one, but I know a couple people, and it's like hell. You can't drive for like 3 months. You have to go to these classes. You have to pay all these
Oh, thank God I
fees.
never got caught drinking and driving then.
Yeah,
Jesus.
it's not worth it,
Um,
people.
no, I don't, well, I don't drink anymore. But I used to drink and drive when I was younger until I scared myself and stopped.
Yeah.
Started taking cabs everywhere. But yeah, they don't keep you in jail for being a drug addict unless that's your choice. They always offer you drug court because I still arrest my friends that do drugs. I still get them arrested
Oh,
on a
wow.
regular basis.
Damn. Okay.
They know I do it. They know I do it. I don't hide it. I testify before the grand jury all the time.
Okay.
I don't
Okay.
hide it.
So, Melanie Martin, you're saying she tried to help him, she tried to get him arrested because nothing was working. Do you think she could have done more? Like, what do you think her position was?
No,
Yeah.
no. What could she have done?
No, I agree. Like, it was
I got
walking on
into
eggshells with
I
him.
got into arguments with people where they said, "Well, he had a mental health issue. You should have 5150'd him." Well, they tried to 5150 him, and they said that he was competent.
Right.
So being a drug addict does not mean that you're suicidal. No drug addict tries to kill themselves. They just chase a high. If
Right.
they accidentally die, they die, but that's not never their goal. So what do you do? He had to want to do it to do it. Nobody made me get clean. That was a choice I made.
Right. Yeah.
And it took me a long time to get there. It wasn't like it was an overnight thing. It was a long time to get there.
What are your thoughts on Melanie Martin going to the house right after he died and getting all those moving trucks?
She had to get the stuff out of the house.
I know, I agree, but people are like so upset about that. I feel like Nick and all of his siblings and the sick mom were probably happy she did that. Like, oh, I don't have to do that. She could do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and then decided to sue her for it.
Is she?
Yeah, they're going to probate court in January.
Oh, how do you know that? Was that on a
It's public record. You could look it up.
was it on like a tabloid article or
Yeah,
is it
I think TMZ let it out, and then I went to LA County Courthouse. You could look it up.
Oh, okay. Damn. You should start a
Yeah,
channel with all this.
I have an account with LA County. You know, you pay the fee and they give you the paperwork.
Okay. All right.
Anybody can do it's all public record.
No, I
Everybody
know.
can do this.
Thanks, Scorpion. Yes, I know.
I'm just nosy. I like to know things. I don't just because TMZ writes it doesn't make it true.
Yep.
TMZ is known to lie, so if they write it, I go and I look it up.
Yeah, I
I
hear
want to
you.
make sure that it's accurate. They don't say anything.
For
They
sure.
they they just don't. They just don't. Just like people saying, "Oh, he had throat cancer." No, he never had throat cancer.
No.
He was a healthy person. He had nothing wrong with him but reflux and a small hiatal hernia. There was nothing wrong with him outside of him being an addict
Yeah, I'm
and
paranoid.
having mental health issues. And it's
Just
hard to know which comes first.
right. Okay, moving on to kind of a hot subject. Check the mother effing star.
Oh, cloud chasing check.
Yeah. Det the star. What do you think
I think
he
he needs to go away.
yeah, same girl. Um
Is that not the answer you wanted?
no, I just want the truth. I you know
I think he needs to go away. I think he needs to go away. I think he's picking at his bones like a vulture.
yeah.
He's gonna ride that wave until there's no more wave. That's what I think.
Do
That's what it's
you
looking like.
do you know any information that
Oh,
may
according to Zena, Melanie's his manager now.
yes, we saw that. That was interesting. I mean, I don't even know what that's about.
I don't know how he's his manager because I spoke to his manager and it wasn't her. So that made
Listen,
no sense to me.
all these people just make stuff up on the spot to make them sound like they're more than what they are. So I don't. What confused me was I was like, okay, so Mel went there probably to be interviewed by Sway about Aaron Carter. Then I come to find out she's just there. Like,
No, she's just there.
like why that? Like, Why? That just makes no sense to me. Like,
I
why
don't
are
know.
you?
I think she's latching on to him because she thinks that he was a real friend to Aaron.
That's what I was thinking, honestly. I really
And
do.
it's just like she feels closer to Aaron because he's there. That's
Oh,
just what I think. But there is no way that she is his manager because I spoke to his manager. His manager is Five Jez or whatever his name is.
well,
That's his manager.
he said she was his brand manager, whatever that
Yes,
means.
yes. And then Xena said, no, it's his manager.
Oh,
Xena said that last night.
oh, okay. I missed that too. I can't stand her, so I really don't watch her that much. But so, do you think?
I only
Uh,
spoke to her because of Crystal.
oh no, listen. Yeah,
Well, Crystal said that I was protecting the leader of Joker Gang.
of course she did. She's accused everyone of that.
So apparently, the leader of Joker Gang is somebody named Big Drift, and he's in California, not even in Florida. And
Yeah, he has like those old classic cars and like
right, so I messaged him. I said, apparently, I'm your bodyguard. Cool. Thought I should meet the person that I'm protecting.
that literally makes no sense.
So I became friends with Big Drift because of her, just making me friends. That's all she's doing, making me friends. Then
So
she mentioned
why
something about Xena, so I messaged Xena.
so why do you entertain Crystal Ann is my question.
Then or now, because now I don't really entertain her as much. So then or now.
I guess before.
Because I felt bad.
Yeah.
She's gonna watch this and be so angry. I felt bad. I felt bad. Like, I don't know. I just felt bad. Kelly said that I feel like something bad's gonna happen to her. So maybe I did think something bad, or maybe it was Anita that said that. Somebody said that I thought something bad was gonna happen to her. And I did. I did. I feel like like, she needs help. Like, she needs to be protected. Like,
Yeah.
she doesn't have the best judgment.
That's the
And
understatement of the
and
century.
she doesn't seem to listen to anybody who goes to help her. She listens to the people that don't go to help her. I
Yeah,
don't
she
know.
seems very shallow. Not in like a normal
Shallow, but I also feel like she's naive. And then I think now that
extremely.
her being naive is a little bit of a manipulation also. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't
for
know.
sure. You know, I think
I'm
I'm not even
fine
gonna
with her
say.
as long as she doesn't put my shit online and she doesn't drag me online. I'm fine. I could talk to anybody. I'll be cordial with anybody.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean that I forgive her or I forget because I don't, but I could just move forward. I mean, she can't apologize for it anyway. She told Angel, I don't remember what happened.
Oh,
So it's not like I would get a real apology anyway.
yeah.
She doesn't know why I'm mad at her.
Yeah. Okay, so back to Check the Star. Do you think he had anything to do with Aaron's downfall, or do you think that he
No,
was?
I think he added to it. I mean, he was snorting gabapentin and Xanax with him.
How do you know that?
I think he said it. Didn't he say that? Because now he's sober. He has a sober buddy now or something.
Um,
Somebody
I,
else said somebody
okay,
said he was snorting drugs with him. And
okay.
I know that Aaron snorted gabapentin because I
Oh,
couldn't imagine how you got high from gabapentin.
yeah, I know nothing about that.
Yeah, somebody on Twitter told me that.
So, moving on to someone a little more famous, what are your thoughts on the Nick Carter allegations? Do you think they're true? Do you think it's a bunch of malarkey? What are your thoughts?
There is no way he did all that. I don't believe that. I think it's a money grab, but that's my opinion. People are
All of
not
the
going to agree with me.
You think all of the allegations are false?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
I do. I don't understand how Melissa Schumann dated him, said that she was raped by him, and then made a song and a video with him afterwards. You don't have to be around him at that point. Why would you choose to?
Yeah. I didn't
It
know they
doesn't make
hung out
sense.
after.
Well, they made a song and a video after she was assaulted, she said. It was afterwards. At least that was the original timeline. And I think Shay, the one with cerebral palsy, and autism. That one was disproven years ago. She tried it years ago, didn't she?
Oh, yeah, I've seen some screenshots and stuff, but I'm kind of confused by the whole thing. I guess like
Yeah. Yeah, I heard that she tried that years ago and the timeline didn't fit years ago.
okay.
Why would you come out with it now? It doesn't make sense coming out with it now, except for the fact that he's been in the news for the past month.
Well, she did come out with it last year. I'm uploading a video soon, but she did say it in 2021. So I don't know if Nick was relevant back then.
Right, but she still could have sued him. I mean, either way, he's not going to be arrested. Statute of limitations ran out.
Yeah, I know.
So it's still a civil case. Why wouldn't anybody have taken the case a year ago?
I don't know. People are like, oh, why is she asking for money? Maybe she's asking for money because the statute of limitations is ended and that's all she can do. I don't know. Is that why?
I don't know. I think if he wasn't in the news for the past month, there wouldn't have been a lawsuit at all.
But there was oh, well, yeah. She had an accusation last year, but I don't think she sued.
An accusation isn't a lawsuit.
But like she had a whole ass Oh no, that was
Kelly Marie said the other night on Crystal's Live that Aaron raped her.
What?
Well, why haven't you said this years ago?
Wait, what?
Yeah, some girl, Kelly Marie, on Instagram was
Oh,
on
I
Crystal's
know.
Live and said that Aaron raped
Okay.
her.
That girl was very drunk, in my opinion, so I'm not sure. I mean, I'm not trying to discredit anyone, but she seemed very, very
I haven't seen her not very drunk. So every time I've seen her, she's been very drunk. But every time I spoke to her, she goes, so you want to talk about Aaron Carter? No, I don't. I really, really don't.
I think she has some issues.
Yeah.
Oh dear. I feel bad for her. She's clearly going through something and yeah, so
right, but that's the thing. For somebody to come out with that and not do anything about it, and then years later, it just, I don't know. Some things just don't sit right with me.
Someone's saying she has cancer. That's really sad.
She said that she had cancer. She said that she had cancer, and she doesn't have custody of her son. And I feel bad for her.
Wait, how old is the? Oh, you know what? We're going into something else.
I have no idea how old her son is. I have no clue.
I've heard babies crying in the background of her. I don't know. Okay.
No, it wasn't babies. It was my dog squeak toy.
No, I swear it sounded like a baby. I'm not even kidding. But okay, it's a baby. It's a squeaky toy, sure.
I don't know. She has a dog too, so it could be a squeak toy. But apparently her son lives with her parents, so I have no idea.
Oh, poor thing. Green Eyes, we're rooting for you. Get better.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Like, I can't imagine bringing lawsuits against perpetrators of me years later. Like, if I didn't do anything at the time, why am I doing it now? It doesn't make any sense. I just don't get it.
Someone actually commented up here saying that people come out. Oh yeah, people wait years to come forward sometimes because it's trauma they don't want to relive. Considering Nick abused Paris Hilton and it took her years to come forward, I believe.
But it wasn't sexual. That was physical.
Yeah, but that just goes to show you that he's kind of aggressive, and rape is a very aggressive, scary thing, you know.
But rape has nothing to do with sex; it has to do with control.
Well, that's further even proves it.
Physical violence is usually just because they like to hit. They want to beat you down. I don't know. It's a different form of control. It's not a sexual thing. It's not a sexual assault.
They're not like mutually exclusive, so you can be both.
No, they're not mutually exclusive. I don't know. I mean, I guess we'll see when the trial comes on, right?
Yeah.
I'm sure it'll air somewhere.
So he has to go? Like, he has to, like, go to trial?
Well, he's going to have to do a deposition.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I guess he could plead the fifth the whole way through, but then he's going to lose the lawsuit.
Damn. Yeah, I mean, I personally wouldn't. I'm indifferent because like I don't know, but I wouldn't be surprised if that stuff was true. Even the autistic cerebral
I don't.
palsy girl, any of them. It doesn't.
Her I don't believe because I believe it was proven a year ago that her timeline did not fit.
Okay. But I'm
I
just saying,
believe I
like
read that.
in
The
general, like
other three I don't know, and I don't even know if their names were. I don't even know their names. I mean, the lawsuit says Jane Doe.
yeah, yeah,
I know they were in that German thing,
yeah. So
but
that's what I'm currently translating, and it's been literally a 2 week process, and I just finished today. But oh my God, it's a hot mess. So look
you know
forward
you
to
could
that.
have just gotten somebody on Fiverr to do it for you. It
I
would have been done in
should
a
have.
day.
Oh my God, I should have. It was hell. I know a couple German words though, so
It takes like 24 hours if you do it through Fiverr. Just to let you know.
good to know.
And it's like near nothing. It costs like nothing. It's
Yeah,
like really cheap.
like
They'll
$5.
do it in 24 hours through Fiverr.
That's crazy.
But yeah,
Um,
I don't like saying that any woman is lying, so I don't know about the other three. I do think Shay was lying though. And I never believed Melissa Schumann. I just never believed her. Even when she said the story, I didn't get the feeling from her.
yeah, I don't know. She was pretty emotional, but who knows? I mean, it's just
We and we'll never know. We'll never
yeah,
know.
nope.
We weren't there. We don't know.
I just wouldn't be surprised because I personally think Nick he came off as like a douche, just like the way he talked. It was very fake and like PR, like, hey guys, and oh, and like this and that. Ugh. So
But he's always talked like that. He's
I know, but it
always
was just so
talked like
fake.
that.
It was just so fake to me. Even as a kid, I'm like, and I know you have to do that when you're a celebrity. You have to like put on that stupid voice, but I
Well,
just,
his lawyer said that they're looking forward to fighting it. So, I
oh, that's
mean,
good.
we'll see. I would assume that if he did it, he just wanted to go away.
Yeah, for
He
sure.
wouldn't want it to go to trial. He would just pay him off and have him go away.
That's like guilty-ish though, so I don't think he's gonna do that.
I don't, well, yes and no. I mean, sometimes you just don't want to deal with it. And he could afford to make it go away.
Yeah, I guess, but it
He,
shows
he
that you're
has the
guilty.
money.
Yeah, but it shows. Look how that worked out for Michael Jackson.
But I never thought he did anything either. So I know people aren't going to agree with me there either. I have very unpopular opinions. I know. I
Ah.
know.
All right, my next question is,
Just to say, the reason
yeah.
why I didn't believe Michael Jackson is because I'm a mom,
Hmm.
and I would never take a dime from anybody if they hurt my kid. I would want them punished.
Yeah.
So that made me question it just as a mom. I'm just going to say that
Would you
because I know that
also
people aren't going to like that.
would you ever let your child stay with a grown man by without your like chaperoning, even
You
if
see,
it was
now
a
that's
celebrity?
hard. Now that's hard to answer because I had friends that my daughter stayed with, and I was not there, and I
Were they
trusted my
men?
friends.
They were men.
One of them was married, and she went to work, and he stayed home with the kids. So yeah, he was a man, and never in my mind would I have thought that he would hurt my kid, and he didn't. He didn't hurt my kid.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for them, my daughter would have had a miserable Christmas 25 years ago when my father died. So I mean, he's the one that took care of her for that 2 weeks.
Okay. Sorry to hear that.
So I mean, it depends on the person. I never got a feeling like Michael Jackson was a bad person. I just thought he had mental health issues.
Oh, yeah, that's a
Like he just
whole.
didn't grow up. Like he just didn't grow up.
Yep. I
But
feel bad for Michael Jackson. I really
but
do.
his kids never came out and said that he did anything to them.
No.
You know, and it's not like you're going to do it to one and not another. If you're a pedophile, you're a pedophile. It doesn't matter if it's your own kid or somebody else's.
That's sometimes true, yes. Okay, so I wanted to move on to Aaron's mother, Jane. Did you see the Facebook
Ugh.
post she posted
Yes,
allegedly?
yes. So Erin had said that her account was hacked before. So I don't know if she wrote that. Remember I said to you, I don't know if she wrote that.
do you have an intuition or like what do you if you had to?
Well, if she said that, then why is she saying something different in the press?
Well, you know how she was. She said she was like Aaron. She would say one thing, do another, and she would be nice to Aaron's face and then like kind of be mean
I
to him.
I know, and
Yeah.
she made jokes about Nick being molested.
Yeah.
She was
So
such a nice mother.
I I think it I mean I wouldn't be surprised if it was real. Like I kind of think it was real, but I don't
It
know.
could be. She never answered any of those comments though.
No. I feel
People
like
commented and she never answered them. Never answered them, and they were
you
posted one after another on the same date.
do you think maybe she like was really drunk and just, you post
That
stuff
could be
and then you forget
possible.
about it? Yeah.
She's always drunk.
That's what I was thinking happened. Like she probably forgot she even did it. And
She's
then
always drunk. She's a terrible person.
do you
She's a
know
terrible person. Terrible person.
do you have any insider info about Jane that most of us don't know?
No, just that, just that she's a terrible person, and everybody knows that she's a terrible person.
Yeah.
She's a terrible person. I'm sure that Angel's doing what she's doing because of Jane. I don't think that was Angel doing it on her own. That's my opinion. I don't know
Wait,
that for
what
a
do you
fact.
mean? What are you talking about?
I think Jane told Angels to sue Melanie for probate. She had control of everything. I think that's
You
coming from
think
Jane.
Angel would listen to her?
Yeah, I think. Yeah, yeah, I
Really?
do. Yeah, I do. Yeah, I do. I mean, they're all going there in the spring to scatter the ashes, right?
I don't even
So
think they're
clearly
on
they,
speaking
so
terms.
clearly they had to have some sort of speaking terms. How did they
Um,
make that arrangement?
hmm. I mean, yeah, it's possible. I don't
They
know.
had to speak, otherwise they wouldn't have said that they were going to Florida in the spring to scatter the ashes.
That's crazy. That's gonna be so awkward because like I feel like it's such a dysfunctional family and they're gonna be seeing each other for the first time in a while.
I don't even think Melanie should be asking for to be administrator of the estate.
Why?
I don't think she has any business asking for it because she wasn't married to him. I don't think Angel should have it either because she had nothing to do with him for 3 years.
Then who should get it?
I think a third party should be in charge of it.
Mm,
I think the court should appoint a third party. I don't think either of them should do it, should have control over the estate. And there's not as much as she's put down anyway. There's no $550,000 estate.
yeah, I don't know.
How is there a $550,000 estate? What is worth $550,000? His jewelry?
No.
Right? What is worth five hundred and fifty thousand
Well,
dollars?
wasn't it the house?
That his only 180,000 of that is his.
You want to talk about that?
The sugar daddy in Texas is on the deed.
So, how did he meet this sugar daddy in Texas?
I don't know. That I don't know. I wish I knew. He's dead. I'd love to ask him. I would love to know. I would love to know. But his family wants that money back. That's why they were selling the house.
Got it. Yeah, I heard about this rumor. That's crazy.
No, you could get the deed online. The guy's name's on the deed.
I don't know how to do that stuff. So, you have it? Can you send it to me? I'm just curious.
Yes, I will send it to you. I will send it to you. I have it.
All right.
I have it. But yeah, his name is on the deed. So only 180,000 of that house is Aaron's, with whatever equity is left after they pay off the mortgage and pay the guy's estate back in Texas.
Wow.
That's not 550,000. That's 180.
Yeah, see, I don't know what his assets were, so I don't know. Like his instruments, that's a couple grand. His software, a couple grand. His jewelry, maybe like 20. His cars, I think they were leased. I don't know how that works. Does that work?
Most of them, I think the only one that wasn't leased was the red one. And the
Mm.
RV Melanie owns.
Yeah.
That's in Melanie's name.
What
She
happened
had
to
the
that
receipt
RV?
for it.
What happened to that RV?
I have no idea. Somebody had sent me a picture. It was sitting in some yard.
Yeah, so I'm wondering if she like sold it because
Well, if she's smart, she sold it. What is she going to do in an RV?
freaking no. Do you know if Melanie has her own apartment now?
No, I
Is
don't
she
know. I heard a rumor that she did, but I don't know if it's true or not.
Yeah, I heard that too, but I haven't seen.
Last I heard, she was living with her mother, and her mother put the house up for sale.
Her mom put their house, like the one in Orange County, for sale.
The condo up for sale. That was what I heard.
Oh wow. Okay.
I did
Um.
not check that, but that's what I was told. I didn't check it. I didn't check Zillow. So I don't know if that's true or not, but that's what I was told. And I was told that she checked the RV, which I knew was not the RV,
What?
the Escalade to
What?
drive, which was bullshit because the Escalade was leased. So I'm pretty sure that had to go back to the dealership.
Ew. Okay, yeah, because I saw him on TikTok live, and someone was like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "Chilling in the Escalade," and then the guy was like, "What?" And he's like, "Chilling." He like was like, "Oh, I need to stop flexing because this is not a good look." Like oh my God, I can't stand that dude.
Yeah, he's cringy. He's very cringy.
So
And he never had Aaron's phone, by the way. And she got the phone back after the police downloads it. They
oh
download it really quick and then they give it back to you. They don't hold on to that.
yeah. So
So that's why she had the phone.
why
Because
do you
everybody's
think?
like, how did she get in? How did she get in? She stole the phone. She stole the phone. She didn't steal the phone. The police gave her the phone.
Yeah, like what the hell are they gonna do with it? So
I don't know why people think that police hold things forever. They don't. There's no investigation. The
exactly.
investigation is closed.
If there's no like, foul play, then why would they keep stuff?
The only person that's being investigated is the dentist.
Oh, really?
Well, the dentist wrote out a bunch of prescriptions. So that's what
How do
Lancaster
you know
said.
that?
Lancaster said it. That
Lancaster police said that
Lancaster Sheriff's Department said
the
that.
sheriff's department said that the dentist that Aaron
The
went to.
dentist is being investigated for writing out prescriptions.
So you think Aaron was getting prescriptions from him?
Oh, yeah.
Uh,
A lot. A lot.
uh,
And he was getting Xanax from him, too.
really?
Dentists should not write out Xanax prescriptions.
No, that's weird. So, do you know his name by any chance? Or his
I'm
last
not
name?
gonna say. I am
Okay.
not gonna say the dentist's name. I'm not gonna do that.
I was
I
trying
will.
to
I
see.
will. I will gladly message it to you privately, but I'm not. I'm not gonna put it out there
Okay, that's fine.
because that was not released. That's not public information.
Okay.
That's
Yeah,
not public
I was trying to
information.
see if it was the same name as someone else, but it's probably not. Okay, well, I didn't know that. I mean, it makes sense, but damn.
Well, I said that in Angel's Spaces the other day, so I had already said it. So I could say it here. It's the same. It's the same information. But yeah, the dentist is under investigation. Dentist had no business writing out those prescriptions, and that's the only person being investigated.
Okay.
Similar to Michael Jackson's doctor that gave him propofol and he was convicted, this dentist should be convicted. He had no business writing out those prescriptions.
Isn't that a controlled substance?
It is a controlled
So
substance.
it's
They were
even
both
more.
controlled substances.
It's
They are both controlled substances.
even more like, eyes on people. You know what I mean?
Xanax and Vicodin. Those
That's
were
what
the two
he
prescriptions
that
that the
he
dentist
was.
was writing. Yep, the dentist was writing.
Oh my God. So the Vicodin, that that's a pain
That's a
reliever,
painkiller. Yep, that's a
painkiller.
painkiller.
So what does
Yep.
that look like? Does that make you just really sleepy or?
Well, I mean, it depends on how much you take.
Mm,
I mean, clearly he wasn't taking a prescribed amount
yeah.
because Melanie said that what's his face, Louis bought 200 Xanaxes off the street. So clearly he was not taking a prescribed dosage. We knew Spencer was buying him pills also. That was caught on camera.
Yeah.
So you should not run out of your medication at the end of the month.
That's crazy.
My mother takes a painkiller every single day, 3 times a day for her cancer. And she's supposed to take it 4 times a day. She doesn't even take it 4 times a day. She takes it 3 times a day. And she gets 120 pills a month and only uses 90.
Damn. Don't tell people that.
Well, she has cancer. I mean,
I know, but diggity damn.
She has cancer. She has cancer. She
Yeah,
has stage
sorry to
4.
hear
She
that.
has stage 4 cancer. She has 4 tumors in her liver that hurt. She's
Oh.
allowed to take pain medication.
Oh, no, I'm not saying she can't. Of course not. I'm just saying the fact that you have extra, people are probably asking you for those
Yeah,
extras.
not selling them. They're not for sale. I'm not selling them. I'm not going to jail. Who would take care of my mother if I sold them and went to jail? No, I'm not doing that.
You gotta
I get
think
people
ahead.
arrested. I get people arrested for buying drugs. You want me to sell the drugs?
No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying people know you have extra. They're gonna,
Yeah, they can hit me up all they want. They're not getting any. I ain't sticking that shit in the mail. Are you kidding me?
Oh, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I'll mail it to you wherever you are. Sure, I'll get right on that.
I'm sure,
You know, the
Crystal
street value
answered.
of her, the street value of her medication, most people couldn't afford anyway.
Yeah, so
It's $20 a pill
shit. Okay,
because it's
so
$1 a milligram, and her pills are 20 milligrams.
all right, let's not spill the tea on your mom's meds. You don't want people, knocking on your door.
I'm just saying. Nobody knows where I live. I live in Brooklyn. Find me. Um, but that's how expensive they are. That's how expensive hers were. Xanax, when I was buying them years ago, years and years and years ago, it was like $6 a pill for Xanax back then. It's got to be more now.
For sure.
And he was buying at least 2 milligram sticks, so which are hard to come by.
Yeah.
Which is why they're all cut with fentanyl, because you can't find sticks. Most doctors don't prescribe it.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So that's just to say how expensive it is.
All right. I have one more question, and it is, what do you it's kind of silly, but the Sloan, the YouTuber Sloan, who had posted
I don't believe Lauren Kitt messaged him. I think that's bullshit.
you think it was like a troll or something, or a Backstreet
I
Boys
think it was
troll?
I think it was a troll, and I think he knows it's a troll. And I
Okay.
think he posted it to get people to click.
At first I was like, oh my God, but then I was like, no, this can't be her. She can't be this dumb. And he seems to be like a very dramatic, pull the trigger kind of person. So I feel like he did believe it, but then after was like, wait, this could be good content and like get
You
clicks.
think for him to think that she would do this now when her husband's in a lawsuit?
I think he genuinely believed it, but then didn't, but still uploaded it because he was like, this is gonna get me clicks. But I don't think, like, I think he removed it because they were like, yo, that's not the person.
I know people who are getting text messages and DMs on Instagram
Yep.
being told that they were Nick and Angel and Lauren, and it wasn't.
Yeah.
And it wasn't. It
I know.
wasn't. I know people now who think that they're emailing Angel,
Oh, I know.
and it's not Angel's email address.
I have people messaging me saying, "Hey, Nick Carter won't respond to my tweet," and I'm like, "That's not Nick Carter." Oh my God! Like, it happens all the time. It's really sad.
Right. No, I'm talking about actual emails. They're getting actual emails from an
From
email address that they believe is
Yeah.
Nick and Angel. No, it's not.
No, it's ridiculous.
It's not. These people don't give a shit what you got to say. They don't care about the love collection. Like, they don't. They don't give two shits.
No, not
They
at
don't
all.
care. But people think that Angel is running the love collection. She isn't. It's still Melanie. And I don't know why she's still running it, but she is. And they think that Angel is emailing them, telling them that she's going to get their merch out to them.
That's funny.
And the email is Angel. At
Yeah.
Angel.
Yeah, it's stupid.
Her name is her email address. Like, that's what they think. It's like angel.com or something. That's
Oh.
not the actual email address, so don't email it. That's not her email address. But at the end, it's like angelsomething.com. That's what they think is her email address. It isn't. It
Okay.
isn't. But these people believe it.
Yeah, I mean, I think they're like gullible people and stuff like
These are
that.
all his LMGs.
Yeah, gullible.
All the LMGs believe it.
I
Because,
mean,
because the
are you,
second he died, they bought hundreds and thousands of dollars worth of merchandise.
wait, what?
Thousands. He died. They bought hundreds and thousands of dollars worth of merch from
Hi,
his
Richie.
website.
Oh, well, I mean,
I
Melanie
don't
said,
know why you thought that buying it after he was dead was a great idea, because how is he fulfilling those orders?
well, Melanie, it's supposed to be Melanie's business. He said that a bunch of times.
Right. But at the time, it was going to his email address, which was then gone.
Yeah, but doesn't she have access to his phone or something? Isn't she an
But
administrator at least?
right, but the email address is gone. So
Why?
then it came. I don't know why his email address is gone. I don't know. I have no idea. But then his email was gone. Then she brought it back with her email, and then the website went down, and now the website went back up. So I have no idea why it's up.
Mm.
Because I would have assumed that it would have been part of the probate,
I thought it was
unless
weird that she put R.I.P. Aaron Carter on that website shortly after he died. I was like, really? Did you see that?
oh, I saw it. I
Yeah,
know
that
somebody that ordered, and it went
was.
to Aaron's email.
Did she have a RIP sale? I hope not. Like use code Aaron RIP.
No, I think the same sale code was there to begin with. I think it
Okay,
was
good.
20% off or something.
That's good.
But I know somebody that had ordered because she sent me the receipt and was like, see if you could get me my stuff. And I'm like, I don't know if you're going to get your stuff. You might want to get your money back.
Yeah.
Because it goes to an email that doesn't exist. Like I went to reply to, she forwarded it to me. I went to reply to the email address. It says person not found.
Yeah, but doesn't she has to like it has to be forwarded to her. I mean, I don't know. We'll see.
Right. But
We'll
the
get this.
money was going to his account
Yeah.
then and going to her account now. So how do you send something when you personally didn't get the money for it?
Yeah. All right.
I mean, I
Well,
don't know. I don't know how that works, but whatever.
I'm gonna wrap this up. Is
Yes.
there anything else you wanted to share with us? Is there any,
Be
you
nice
know,
to Melanie. Leave her alone. Let her raise that baby.
yes, I agree. That
Leave her
baby's so
alone.
cute.
And I don't think it's a big deal if she leaves the baby and goes away for a day or two either. I don't think that's a big issue.
Yeah, I don't either.
I don't.
I
I
wish
mean, I wish he wouldn't have gone away with Check.
yeah.
I wish he would have gone away with somebody else.
Yeah, I
But
agree.
but I don't think it's a big deal. I used to leave my daughter alone and go away for a weekend every now and then too. It's
Yeah,
not a
same
big
here.
deal. It's not a big deal. My parents took my daughter to California and I went to Florida for a week. So, I mean, it's not a big deal. Everybody's entitled to time away.
I agree. I just wish yeah, the reasoning was weird, but I mean, yeah, I don't think people were like, take the baby away. She doesn't have her priorities straight. It's like, dude, she went away for a couple days. Like
She's
it's
been with that baby every single day since Halloween.
yeah. And
I mean, really, since Halloween. And that's why he broke up with her, was
it's
because
probably
she was with the baby.
and you also like people are like, "Oh, the baby looks just like Aaron." I personally can't see it, but some people do. It must be hard to also just lose Aaron and then see Aaron every day in the baby. That must
Oh,
be
that
kind of
baby
hard.
looks exactly like Aaron.
I know
Exactly like
people say
Aaron.
that. I'm not good with babies and their looks. I just think they look like a
If
baby.
you took a baby picture of Aaron and held it up next to a baby picture of Prince, they look exactly alike.
But Prince was way cuter. Like, no offense. Prince
Oh,
was,
absolutely, he's cuter.
yeah, like way.
Absolutely, he's cuter. But I broke up with my daughter's, I call him a sperm donor, when I was 6 months pregnant, and I said, this kid is going to look just like him because it's going to haunt me every day for the rest of my life.
Right?
and she looks exactly like him.
Right? That's exact.
Exactly like him. Nobody sees that but me because nobody knows what he looks like.
And even I'm
But
sure her mannerisms and the things she does are kind of like what,
oh yeah,
you know what
she
I
is
mean?
very artistic. She could sit and draw anything. She gets that from
Mhm.
him.
But like maybe the
She
way she sits or the way she like lays down, you know what I mean? Like certain things that they do just like the dad or the mom.
he used to play Dungeons and Dragons
Yeah,
and like draw the characters on the board. She does that. She didn't even
exactly.
know him, and she does that.
Exactly. It's nature versus nurture, man.
Freaks me out. Freaks me
Yeah.
out because I hate Dungeons and Dragons. But yeah, she sits and plays it for hours. My daughter.
Wow. Well,
It's
it's
something
a
her and my son-in-law do together.
it's a good mind game, I think. It like stimulates the mind and stuff, so that's cool.
I have no idea. I've never played it. I don't
Neither.
understand it.
All I
I
know
don't
is
have
that
that
like
kind of imagination.
all I know is like smart people play it, and I that's all I know. So I'm assuming
Yeah,
you're
I'm
using
not that smart. I'm not
same.
that smart. I'm a dumbass. But yeah, no, her and my son-in-law play it
All
all
right.
the time on his days off.
Lovely. Love that. Well, thank you so much for taking the time to chat with me and the people in the chat. I apologize again for being so late and this being kind of disorganized, but in the future, if I do this again or we do this again, it'll be better and I will tinker around with this live stream. But
Yeah,
thank
you should
you.
be able to go live on YouTube.
We'll
Yeah,
see. Oh
I mean, you
God.
should be able to.
Oh my God.
Oh, my phone died. Oh, my phone died.
Oh, I think we lost Tiffany. Tiffany, are you there? All right, she's gone. Thanks so much, guys, for tuning in. Maybe we can do this again if you want to. And this will be posted on my YouTube channel, I think, if I know how to do it.